Hey Leos, welcome into your reading. I can't wait to do your reading. Second week of April. Let's see what's going on. I'm very excited for you guys. Okay. Why? Because there's some explosive shit going on in April. 7 major planets are hitting up Aries. Nothing retrograde, and it's all go, 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 go. But Aries is your fire sister sign, or your fire brother, sister, whatever, family. They're getting the blunt of it, right? So you're getting the nice afterglow of these energies. So this is nice. This is good stuff. All right, what's coming in for Leo the second week of April? Granted, some of you guys are shedding old lives, old situations, trying to revive into your new life. And it hasn't been easy, but, there you are, keeping up with the Joneses, or yourselves. All right, so you have a lover here in cross, and you have the Five of Pentacles in cross. You're struggling here with a lover, making a choice, letting them go, but you feel left out in the cold. So you're on the struggle bus there. All right, so 1 minute you're like, I'm over it, I'm done. And the next minute, no, I feel lonely, I can't make a choice, I don't know what to do. But something definitely has stagnated for you, has gotten bored, and needs to evolve. All right, let's see what's going on. But get this, I like this because in the Four of Swords, it's telling me you're healing simultaneously. The Queen of Pentacles upright. You guys are finding stability finally. You're able to be in this safe space, Leo, where you can nurture yourself, you can nurture your family, your friends. You're starting to feel good, right? But there is a certain element of something that is lurking in near you where you don't know what the future is requesting of you or how something's going to go in the future with this person. So because you don't have all this information, you're kind of holding back a little bit, right? You're also waiting for somebody to have a conversation with, an honest conversation, somebody that you have legit desire for. And it has something to do either with a very lovely friendship that could rekindle others of you. It is a reconciliation with someone you have serious desire for. But right now, your main priorities is to find you, yourself, your stability, and you fortifying your foundation. All right, so what is the surprise this week for Leos, please? I love it. The King of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign, another Leo I see there. Maybe Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. They don't have to be. It could have earth in their sign. It just shows me that this person is also stable, has their shit together. But here's the interesting part. You guys are vibing on the same frequency. It's like you're listening to the same song on the radio. You're the King and Queen of Pentacles. Here you are vibing this. Surprise, so is someone else. However, they're struggling to decide to come in and talk to you face to face, heart to heart. They're struggling. They're on the struggle bus because it's not something that they normally do, but they want to. Oh, they do. They definitely do, because guess what? You make them hella happy. You know this. You know who I'm talking about. You sense it, Leo. And now you're weighing your pros and cons because it's them against... Ta-da! Le Fire. Le Aries. Leo, Sagittarius. Someone like you. Again, they don't have to be fire, but somebody you're attracted to. Somebody who understands fire. This is a person who understands stability. Structure. This is somebody who understands passion, creativity, fire. So this is when, our priorities and our head and our heart hit high gear and start fighting it out. What's the advice, please? Aries energies. Neptune in Aries. Saturn in Aries. Mercury in Aries. Sun, the sun, your planet in Aries. Mars in Aries. They're having a party. I think Mars is going to get drunk and punch Saturn in the face. And then they're going to be like, what's up, sun? What's up, sun? They're going to cozy. Mars is going to cozy up to the sun, which is you. And they're going to be like, so let's do this thing called, us, self. We're not selfish. We're finally just thinking like, Neptune is no longer in Pisces where we had to give a shit about everybody else because that's how it made us feel. But now that Neptune went into Aries, we're all thinking about ourselves. We're all thinking about what's best for us. All right? And we kind of have to. And this is one of those things where the universe says, hey, I'm going to take this whole deck and throw it in the sky. And where every card lands, we're going to see. Because they're going to fall into combinations that agree with each other. So maybe once upon a time, you used to think with the head. Now you're going to be thinking with the heart. And in your advice is saying, you damn absolutely should. Because 9 are things about ourselves. You're allowed to be selfish in this case, especially when it's in the advice position. It's like the universe and the gods are saying, guess what, Leo? It's okay for you to be selfish. I approve this message. You go do you. You go be happy. Nothing will happen to you. Don't worry about karma. This is about like sowing our oats and course correcting ourselves, and we learn and we grow from our challenges and our mistakes. I promise you it's okay for you to do you. Just be ethical. Now, outcome of the week. It's like they're saying, I got you, boo. A little tarot mini lesson. In the tarot, the number 9s are about ourselves. The odd numbers are typically in a reading about you, yourself only. When we have even numbers, it's talking about situation or you and the other person. All right? It's talking about 2 energies, where the odd numbers are typically your energy. Now, you have justice, Libra energy. That's major arcana. You have some justice coming in for you. Why? Because it's in the upright position. Some of you, it could be marriage, it can be divorce, it can be literal, it's something court-based, but whatever the decision is, it's fair, balanced, and honest. Moreover, if it's not that, you're getting rewarded. That's why it's okay that the 9 of Cups is in your advice position. Because the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck is saying, oh, looky here, you have 2 forms of abundance. You're no longer looking at the spilt milk. Oh, no. You're finally looking at the other forms, which is health, wealth, and loving thyself. Okay? Now, let's start clarifying these bad boys and see what's going on. And then I can shoot on over to your extended. Now, what is going on here with the 5 of Pentacles? Ooh, B. And the Lovers. Clarify this for Leo. Yeah, you're walking away from something that no longer emotionally serves you. You're tapped out. But you're being left out of the cold because you kind of said no to the lover because you were dealing with something else, and the something else you're finally waking up and realizing, well, I'm dry. I don't like this. I don't want this. I'm okay to do you, boo. You're getting stuck, but the only problem is with that, with the Hangman over here, you're not looking at it from the right point of view. At least that's what the cards are saying. Now, the Queen of Pentacles. That might auto-correct itself. Let's see. Like sometimes when you type and you end up with the word duck, it's not what you really wanted to say. The King of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're being receptive to somebody that is emotionally mature and available while you're stalking them. Because you want to find your stability above all else. It's like somewhere on an innate level, I think that's your priority. because I see the King of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. And I do see some mutual love, by the way, with said person. So, what is this Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles, please? The Strength card. It seems like you're resisting from having this conversation with whoever the earthy person is. You're sort of keeping your eye on lovey-dovey person. There it is. Absolutely. Knight of Cups is clarifying Knight of Cups. 2 different decks. Absolutely struggling to go do this. It's going to happen anyway. You're still going to have this conversation. I don't think your other person's going to let this go, but I can see the resistance to it. You're trying to remain optimistic and hopeful. You really are. Oof, it's going to go past wanting to have a heart-to-heart conversation to the point where they overthink it so much that they rush in and have like diarrhea of the mouth. Guys, I don't see you being single at all for long. What is the 9 of Cups? Five of Swords. Okay, yeah. It's 100% kind of repeating its message in the advice. It's saying, look, 5 of Swords, what is your priority in life? Would you rather be in a relationship where it's stagnated, it's boring, you don't care, but, you know, there's stability, you're not single, they're there? Or would you flip it and you need love, you need a soul connection, but you don't know if there's going to be stability in the future, you're uncertain of it? That's the fight. That's what it is. Who do you cut out and who do you keep? What's your priority? It's like your house is burning down. You got 5 seconds to run in the house and pull out what's most valuable to you. But there's a million things that are valuable in the house. But what are the biggest, most valuable things to you? Those are the ones you get to walk away with. That is what his spirit is requesting of you. What is your true wish fulfillment and your desire? Because that is what you need to walk away with. All right. And finally, making that discernment, that judgment call. It has a lot to do with your marriage or your commitment to something. What is justice here? Clarify justice for Leo, please. Emperor, which is Aries energy, but justice is also Libra. There's a lot of Sag on the table too, and Earth all over the place. You're having, see, I knew it. Justice is you having a passionate new beginning here with somebody. And the Fool, which honestly, I have to get in a big fight. I get it. This is an air card. I know it's an Aquarius card, but I look at it as an Aries card. Because the Fool is just kind of like an Aryan type of energy. Anyway, neither here nor there. Point is, you're going to take a leap of faith and a risk, and you're going to go towards this passionate new beginning. That is your reward. That is your justice right there. But the fact that you're doing it makes you feel stressful. And you're like, oh my God, I'm entertaining something new. I'm already stuck in something else. Ah, holy shit, I don't know. I don't know. Feels exciting to me. A lot of passion, a lot of heat. We'll see. What am I going to talk about for love in the extended for Aquarius, please? Express your love. And you deserve love. Well, hello, that's the 9 of Cups in your advice. Of course you deserve love because you're lovable. And Spirit knows that once love starts hitting people with full-blown force, it's infectious and love spreads. And that's what the universe wants. But it's saying you deserve it. You're allowed to have it. You need to go and express your love and your feelings so something can blossom here for you. I got these cards from someone from TikTok gave them to me. Take these with a grain of salt. They're meant to be funny. They're not meant to be taken seriously. But there is a tiny element of truth to it too. So, What is it Leo needs to control? What's their vice right now that they're dealing with and they need to control at the moment? This is the best way I feel like I could read these cards. I don't know how. I wouldn't just pull them randomly without asking a question. Too weird. All right. Don't panic. Faking confidence again. Insecurity, pretense, self-doubt. No. You should stay confident. And don't freak out. You're not pretending. You are just doing you. All right? Faking confidence again. Patience, self-doubt. No. Don't do these things. Don't have any self-doubt. You deserve love, number 1 and number 2. And number 3 all the way. Enlightened for like 4 hours. Spiritual high, and then you go into a reality check. You spiral out of it. You grow, you grow, you grow, and then you're like, no, 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 no. This is the Neptune and Aries talking, by the way. Because it's a very dreamy planet. It envisions, and it's the Delulu planet's like diluted. And, you know, most fire signs are very grounded. But because that is hitting one of your fire sign sisters, it's kind of sort of influencing you too. But thankfully, Saturn is also there to be like, no, hello, there's discipline behind these dreams. So keep at it because you're working on your human construct, it's telling me, and your shadow side. And then you go back and you're like, no, I'm lying. This is all bullshit. And then you go back to being spiritual and working on yourself. No, you're on the right path. You're on the right track. You keep doing you. You got this. All right, guys, I'll see you at the extended. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.